It's been 9 days since resident doctors embarked on a nationwide industrial action, and representatives of the federal government are meeting with them to reconcile the differences. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, is leading the federal government's team made up of the Health Ministry, Office of the Accountant General, Ministry of Budget and Planning, among others, with the Nigerian Medical Association spearheading the team from the National Association of Resident Doctors. After settling in, the government delegation notes with concern the impact of the industrial action by the doctors and the citizenry.
When medical people strike, whether they are NMA or Mendicant or NARD or Nurses and Midwives Association, physiotherapists, lab technologists, and we lose lives, we cannot bring that life back. That is the difference. That is also why your pay structure is different.
It's my desire, and I believe the desire of not just this house, in the entire nation, that this strike action be put behind us. Now. That's the desire. And the reasons are obvious.
The meeting then goes into a closed-door session.
Gentlemen of the press.
After about 6 hours, journalists return to the meeting, and the Minister of Labour and Employment gives a rundown of the resolutions reached at the meeting.
As in our MOA 1, we tackled very vigorously. Budget Office of the Federation, we were given 2 weeks, and we now have 1 week left. There's a promise from also the Accountant General that once this is computed and sent, they will effect the payment. So we also gave timeline for all this, and we say that they should conclude all within 3 weeks.
Thank you.
However, the responses from NARD and NMA give no clarity on the federal government's expectation.
For the past almost 8 hours, we have had a very fruitful deliberation, and me and the National Officers Committee will take this back to our members with the hope of calling off the strike.
I want to appeal to the different stakeholders, the different departments who are involved in meeting up these demands, who are involved in meeting up the timeline, to consider the Nigerian patients and do so as quick as possible. I also want to appeal to NARD to look at the effort so far on the government side and also do the needful.
Speaking to journalists, NARD's president buttresses the association's position.
The essence of us calling for the strike is for us to try and make better the health system. And with all these things we have achieved, we hope that the NEC will decide to call off the strike.
Whatever decision is reached at the end of the day, Nigerians who are feeling the impact of the industrial action can only hope that the issues are resolved this time once and for all. Emperor Simon, Channels Television News.